Hello, bookish friends. I have the house to myself, so I'm gonna film at least my TBR video for next month. Ooh, I just realized I forgot a couple books. Be right back. Right, I'm back. So, for my November TBR, I don't know that I have. There's one readathon I'm thinking about doing, something about the one with the turkey and the hunter over Thanksgiving. It's only 3 prompts. Whoops. And then for the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge, the books are Second Chance, which I've already gone over that one in other videos, or one that intimidates you. And for that, I chose The Cost of Discipleship by Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Not quite sure what it is, and there's just quotes on the back. But there's the movie about Bonhoeffer that's out or coming out soon, and I read The Faithful Spy recently, and my son also just read it, so I thought I should actually give one of Bonhoeffer's books a try. And I only have 2 books left on my 24 books to read in 2024 list, and one of them is The Enchanted Castle by E. Nesbit. So I would like to work this one in too. So if I can work one of those in, I might draw 5 cards. Otherwise, I'm going to draw 4. And I put all my cards back in except the Goodreads random number because I'm still working on that back. So out of this hand, I'm going to choose this one. Ooh, 5-star prediction. I always like Mrs. Poax. And I like Shatona's books. And really want to get to this one. I guess I could do random number 1, 2, or 3. I have to use my laptop because I record on my phone, so you're just going to have to trust me that I'm being honest. And I'm going to do it 3 times because that's what gives you a true random 3. I got 3 in a row, twice in a row. So that means I will be reading City of Serpents, the 4th book in the Secret at Wormdale series. This one's a bit longer. Edith is ready for the mad scientist and the snake-infested laboratory, but is she ready to admit she needs a little help from her friends? Let's see if first sentence is spoiler. I was lying on my own bed, surrounded by familiar belongings at Wormwood Abbey in the thin morning light, but I could not move one whit. Okay, there's one. Alright. Oh, here's some of my new ones. Pick a new one. In a series. Well, definitely gonna go with Mrs. Poax and the Lion Killer. I think this is book 12 in the series, and it's connected to the one I just read, so I don't want to do any spoilers. But I always like Mrs. Poax. If you haven't read the Mrs. Poax books, she, I think, is in her 60s, and she was bordering on depression, goes to see her doctor, and the doctor's like, isn't there anything you've ever wanted to do? She said, yes, be a spy for the CIA. Well, she's not exactly a spy, but she is a courier, and she does what are supposed to be easy tasks. And yeah, I didn't actually look at those. they're always a lot of fun. She always gets a cast of supporting characters, and I always have fun. Ooh, mystery or suspense? Oh, right. Scottish Bakehouse Mysteries. I can fit in, I think this is number 8. Yes, and this is the Thanksgiving one. So it has the 3 women in their 50s who run a bakehouse in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And this one, Molly has grown used to having an empty nest, but her daughter Chloe comes back to roost a week before Thanksgiving. Her joy plummets, however, when a series of alarming incidents indicate that Chloe, who's her daughter, has ruffled someone's feathers. Unfortunately, the young veterinarian has no idea whose. So there'll be some mystery. These are not always murder mysteries. There's been like a missing woman and cold cases and such, so they're nice, cozy reads. Alright, so that's 3. This might be my last one. We shall see. Do this one. Historical fiction. Oh, could I get the last book on my list on here? Is this Charity Girl by Georgette Hare? I don't know if this is historical fiction or if it's just set in the past. Copyright 1970. Is that just this edition, or is it actual historical fiction? Just says that it's a novel. I don't know if this, I don't think it's actually historical fiction. I do have The Lines Between Us by Amy Lynn Green, a World War II novel of courage and conviction based on the true experience of the men who fought fires as conscientious objectors and the women who fought prejudice to serve in the Women's Army Corps. It's the prologue. Ooh, is this one letter? Ooh. Nope. The prologue's in letters. This one starts chapter 1, Gordon Hooper. Seems to me that if you have to ring in another year of war, you might as well do it, parachuting into a wildfire. Now that is a good first sentence. Chantal, if you watch this, if you haven't read this one, it has a good first sentence. That's for I'm feeling in an ambitious mood. We will go ahead and do 5. See more of my new ones. Favorite author backlist. Well, Shatona's book made it on here. Anyway. Oh, this isn't the one I wanted to do. I want to read that one actually in December. This one's probably also a Christmas book, but snowstorms have a way of changing everything. Ronnie Carlisle is convinced that her early retirement plan just got buried under the snowdrifts of Juniper Springs. Ronnie has one Christmas goal: get to South Tahoe, convince a developer to use her as their realtor, secure her early retirement before the close of business on Christmas Eve. All in a day's work. And chapter 1. Christmas never feels like Christmas on the off years. Okay. So, These are the ones I drew. And I'm going to read this one because it's a library book. And I'm going to read this one because it's my Read Your Bookshelf challenge. So, yay! Looks like a good stack. And has anyone else seen going around about this Read What You Own challenge? It's you challenge yourself to read books you own before you allow yourself to buy more books. But the bottom tier for that is 25 books. And I only have 30 books on my cart, so that seems ridiculous. So I'm trying to decide if I'd want to set myself like a lower bar, like maybe 10 books. Like you can still put caveats in it and you can read library books and stuff. But I'd have to give myself a lot of caveats because it starts like November 4th. It's my son's birthday. But Christmas is, like, I don't think I could read, maybe I could read 10 of my own books before Christmas. But I also have books I want to buy. Because I want to buy some of the books for my 25 books to read in 2025 list. Because if my library doesn't have a book. Sometimes I'll do interlibrary loan, but if I think it's going to take me more than the 6 weeks or so, I prefer to just buy it. I don't know. Are any of you guys participating in that? If so, let me know. But I don't think it's a challenge meant for me because I don't have hundreds of books that I own that I haven't read. I have 30, so we shall see. Anyway, if you're not participating, or even if you are, let me know what you plan on reading in November. This is interesting, but it definitely has a series I want to continue, and one of my favorite authors, and yeah. I hope you have a great reading weekend. Happy reading.